Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anderson Family Channel. You know who it is on the stream, Miss Angel Baby, and I'm back. Y'all know what the title is. Basically, why did Love by Erica change her story? I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I mean by that in a minute. But before I get started, if you are new here, don't be new here. You want to be true here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys are all subscribed. Join the family. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Also make sure you guys press like, hit the like button. You're also welcome to leave your comments. Let's just keep them respectful. Now, so let's just get started. First thing I want to say is, y'all, I did see or hear, I heard Love by Erica's song, and I must say I really enjoyed it. It was a very good song to me. That song was fire. Like it was really good. You know what I'm saying? And the collab that she had um was just awesome. You know what I mean? It was good. And I really think that Love by Erica could possibly have a future as a excuse me, a future as a musician. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, y'all. So, I know y'all probably wondering, like, how come I haven't really touched on much of Love by Erica lately? And I'm kind of just going to explain the reason why. Um, First of all, I've been seeing a lot of things, y'all. Okay. Now, I know in the beginning, Love by Erica did warn us, and she said that we were going to probably be seeing some things and hearing some things. She also did say that Mucker allegedly, you know, basically told her or made her, change up the story, about the alleged assault. Um, Basically saying that it was Damien, Mr. Cryer, that did it. Um, but it's one thing to hear her say that, somebody told her to say it, then for me to actually hear it, what was said. And to me, it wasn't exactly what Love by Erica said. It was the way she said it. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So basically, what I was hearing was Love by Erica saying that Mr. Cryer, allegedly put his hands on her and it was not Mucker, and that she can trust Mucker around her children, and Mucker has her children all day. And then she went on to say how he double uploads, and then she mentions him and Creole Bay's relationship. And to me, when I heard that, that sounded like a woman scorn. It didn't sound like someone who was being forced to say something, if that makes sense. Now, I started thinking to myself, because remember, you guys, I do advocate for, women, children. I will speak up, for domestic violence, abuse, or whatever. But I started thinking to myself, it was like the exact same thing Love by Erica was saying about Mr. Cryer that she said about Mucker. It was weird. It was just like the names were just changed around. And I started thinking, I was like, well, she seems so convincing. She seems so convincing with the domestic violence allegations that, I immediately felt in my heart, listen, there is no way that this woman could be lying. But I'm not saying that Love by Erica is lying, because only one that knows that is Mucker, Erica, and God. That is it. But the thing is that I cannot be blinded to the fact that, Love by Erica has switched up her story. And it's like when she got into it with, Mr. Cryer, she did the same thing. When she got into it with Mucker, now she's doing the same thing. Now, don't get me wrong. All that other stuff that Mucker's doing, being, and what we see to be as, well, at least myself, see to be as a deadbeat, the the proof about, the cheating allegations, or all that stuff. All that stuff that we see, no, that's not cool. Mucker did state that he did make a mistake. So, that stuff can be like pushed to the side. But the biggest thing for me, well, the deadbeat dad can't be pushed to the side, not that part. Sorry, let me make that perfectly clear. So, yeah, the deadbeat dad part, that right there kind of doesn't let him off the hook in this alleged choke. But with this alleged choke, like I said, I kind of got to scratch it out, because it's just been like, okay, this person did it. No, this person did it. No, this person did it. And before you know it, it kind of becomes like the girl who cried wolf. And I thought about it. I was like, I have a son, and if my son was in the same situation, how would I feel? I really had to think about that. If my son was in the same situation, I would be very upset. If my son was being accused of doing something, I would be very upset. If it was in this situation too, I probably would be saying, I don't know, because she said the same thing about one person. Then she's like, oh no, it's not this person, it's this person. And to me, I'm just like, what the heck is going on? So I started thinking to myself too. I was like, well, how could she be so convincing? How could Love by Erica be so convincing though? And I'm not even going to sit there and say nothing about acting, nothing. I thought about it. I was like, well, she used to be a cop. So I was like, now cops, those are like some of the craziest calls they go to. Probably some of the number one calls are domestic violence calls. I wonder how many domestic violence calls, Love by Erica has went to. So that got me to thinking that maybe she mimicked, you know, the victims. So she knows how to make herself seem like a victim. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm saying this stuff is true, y'all. Of course, I don't know. But I'm letting you guys know, like, how my mind is processing all this stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff to me just doesn't really seem right. She laid everything else out on the table, but then I thought about it. I said, okay, well, what if, just what if, with that alleged text message, what if he responded that I did not do that? What if he did that? And she erased it. This is the stuff I'm thinking. Then I start thinking, if Mr. Mucker only had that conversation where he could show us, you know what I mean? But, man, they don't keep stuff like that. But so I started thinking that. Then things just started becoming weird to me, because it was like we went through the series, and y'all could tell by the time we got to like 8, I was like 8, 9, 10, had to put them all together. Um, there was really nothing coming out after a while. It just became like she was saying that Love by Erica was saying the same thing, but she was saying it in like different ways. But it was like it was like nothing was getting done. You know what I mean? So like with the reunion thing, I think she was supposed to have 1, 2, and then 3. I think even Love by Erica is probably thinking it's becoming too much. But see, what I was hoping for, thinking, okay, maybe it's going to be some exes that are coming forth. Maybe there's some more recordings, something to just really, really just close everything in. You know what I mean? Just everything just kind of left open ended. You know, it's just it it really just isn't coming together. It just isn't. But only thing I'm gonna really say here, as far as the choking allegations, I'm just gonna have to wait to see, what else happens, because at this point I'm starting to think like I don't know. I'm in the middle, like I don't know. He could be telling the truth and he could not be telling the truth. She could be telling the truth and she could not be telling the truth. But we'll see how everything pans out. So now Mucker says that there's no alleged, there's no police report. Um, he says, to tell Love by Erica to show the number, the police number. So, but he's insisting there's no police report. So, if this police report was done in March, I'm pretty sure that he would have had to have got in contact with somebody. Somebody would have to had said something, and I don't think Mucker's that. I mean, to me, he's kind of out there, but I don't think he's that slow. You know what I'm saying? To where like, because he knows that if like this is true, then it's really gonna come out. Like if he gets in trouble or he gets arrested for it or charged, then everybody's gonna know that he was not telling the truth. But he is saying there's no police report. So I don't know. And then I started thinking, because there's some other things that have been coming out, and other people are getting involved. I'm not saying no names, but I've been noticing when you go back and you listen, it's really weird. There was definitely some subliminal shade from Love by Erica to a couple of people. Definitely, definitely. And when it was pointed out, you could kind of see that. And to me, what that started making me think was that Love by Erica was doing this again, throwing the rock and hiding her hand, because she was throwing subliminal shade. And what I mean by that, the people that knew are the people that know. It's basically like if you know, the people that are in that circle. So like us, like we were gonna know what she was talking about, who she was talking about. So Love by Erica could say it's about whoever, it's this, it's that. But when these two people that I have seen that has their receipts, I mean, it kind of just like they're showing it. You know what I'm saying? There's really no hiding from the receipts. It's like, okay, yep, you're throwing subliminal shade. That's what you're doing. It's like, okay. And it's like, and now, so we thinking like, why is people coming for her? All she is doing is she's just trying to tell her truth. But when I seen it, I was like, damn, I felt sort of manipulated in a way. I was like, then she was here. Not only was she here getting back at Mucker and Toya, but she was getting back at a couple of other people too. So it would just make it seem like people were attacking her. You know what I'm saying? And they were hating on her. But she really was throwing the subliminal shade. I mean, I seen the proof. And that right there just kind of makes me think like, damn, that's very manipulative. That's some very, very manipulating stuff. And it's like, see? It's like if you put two and two together, y'all, it's like, okay. And then it's just so much. Like, of course, I don't have nothing against it or nothing like that. But I'm seeing it in the YouTube streets. It's been alleged that Love by Erica might like pie too. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, mm-mm. So I'm like, do you like females? Do you like dudes? Do you like both? It's like certain things, there's so many things that are coming out about Love by Erica. And it's just like, what's next? You know what I mean? It's like, what's next? And you know what I'm saying? It's really no shade. It's just my thoughts, my opinions. I got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be me if I didn't keep it real. So as far as I'm just gonna, I have doubts now. So you'd be like, do you believe Love by Erica about the choke? Do I fully believe it? It's kind of hard. I got doubts. You know what I'm saying? Like I got doubts. So I guess I don't 100% believe it anymore. Kind of like on the fence. I don't know if anybody has ever like felt like that before, but yeah. Like I said, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, a lot of games that's being played that are continue to be played. Another thing, Loved by Erica, she did a live. Title was I'm getting stalker vibes. Of course, I didn't watch the whole live. I just kind of went through a little bit, see what she was talking about. But I mean, she was just talking about like just stuff, I guess. It was just stuff. And I'm starting to think in my mind too, because people were sitting here saying there was a certain individual, not saying no names, that was allegedly stalking Love by Erica. Do I think that now that I'm seeing everything for what it is? No. I just think that people got things that they need to say. Things that they say because a lot of times people feel like, no matter what it is that Love by Erica does, she just keeps getting a pass. And it's like she's doing this, she's doing that, she's saying this, she's saying that in a subliminal way. But it's kind of like that's a direct dig at somebody, especially if you're talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So people are just like, you know what? I'm getting tired of being quiet. I'm getting tired of, what I'm saying, her always doing this. So I'm gonna say something. So that's kind of like how I see it. You know what I mean? I don't know any of these people that are involved, but I mean, got the information. But me personally, no, I don't know any of these people involved. But those are my thoughts, my opinions. What do y'all think? Um, so yeah, I just thought it was like I started thinking like, damn, Love by Erica got more series than Jason and Freddie put together. And y'all know, you know what I'm saying? They be going on and on and on. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So I'm kind of on the fence about everything. I just want to see what's going to happen within like the next couple of, months or weeks, whatever. I'm guessing probably within like the next month. There probably should be some changes. We'll be seeing. It looks like Love by Erica is about ready to pop. So I don't know. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that because last time I said that, she wasn't even near do y'all. And then literally after I said that, literally that week, if y'all go back to that video, her water broke. So no, let me not say that. Anyways, prayers and everything, for her to have healthy delivery. I just hope that everybody, involved, you know what I mean, just can get on the same page, especially like, okay, this ain't really my business, but the situation that's going on with like Love by Erica and like the people that, she's being subliminal with, I think they need to like off camera, they need to figure that out because it's just like so much going on. You know what I'm saying? She's about to be a mom again. So I feel like it rather if it's like a phone call, whatever, but I feel like they need to handle that. They need to get that taken care of. Um, Situation with, but of course, first the situation with Mucker and Creole Bay. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen. They're gonna have to figure out something. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening to the stream, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out of here. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Make sure y'all subscribe to the family. Make sure y'all hit the like button, all that. Until next time, y'all, peace out.